Good morning. I hope you're all well. I forgot how to. Oh, here. Trying to add Jasmine right now.
Enjoy some breath work and a quick meditation and a yoga flow. The flow is suited for beginners. I'm waiting for Jasmine. Where are you? Yeah, I hope your morning is going well. Hello. There she is. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I was trying to set up the camera so you could see.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll see what's going on.
Well, welcome
Is
back
it?
to another live.
Yes.
Trying to figure the
Is it
camera
weird if I do?
out.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Never mind. Let me
Oh
know.
man, we're so professional.
We got this. All right. So I'm going to move this. So how's it going? It's freezing over there, right, Ina?
It really is. It is like 50, yeah, 50 degrees currently inside.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cold.
It's hot here. So
Oh, lucky you. I should just come back,
just, yeah, come and visit.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Okay. Do you want to introduce a little further?
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I didn't catch the beginning of the live, obviously, but we are going to do some breath work, some meditation, and some movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I will start off with the breath work. Ina's going to do a guided meditation, and then we'll just kind of move our bodies with a little flow. I was feeling really energetic and inspired about an hour ago, and then I just got really tired, so the flow may be a little bit slower. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see once I get there. After the meditation, we'll see how I
feel. That sounds good.
Yeah. But if there's anything that anyone has any questions about, just drop them in the chat and we will try to answer them after, in between. We'll just kind of have a conversation. This is something we came up with last minute, just a couple days ago, so it's not too structured, and we're just gonna go with the flow.
That sounds perfect to me. Yeah, should we just get started with the breath work right away?
Absolutely. So I'm just gonna invite you guys to sit down, get grounded wherever you're at. We're gonna do the breath that we're gonna work on today is Nadi Shatana, so alternate nostril breathing. It's a clearing breathing exercise because it clears the channels of circulation in the body, restores balance. So I think it's a great way to kind of get us in our bodies, kind of let go or ease any anxieties you may have. I'm going to talk us through it the first few rounds, and then I'll just kind of guide you to go through it on your own. So what we'll do is we'll show you the hand placements first. There's two ways you can do it. I like to release the pointer finger and middle finger down. So we have our thumb, ring, and pinky finger up. We'll be closing off the right nostril with the right thumb, and we'll have these two fingers to close off the left nostril. This is one position, or you can put these two fingers that are released down onto the third eye, and then just use these fingers to go back and forth. So it really just depends, it's preference, whatever works for you. I'm going to keep my fingers down for this. So what we'll do is we're going to plug the right nose. We'll inhale through the left. We're going to close off the left nostril. We're going to breathe out the right. We'll inhale through the right. Close off the right nostril and then exhale out the left. Inhale left. Close it off and exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the nose and exhale left. Inhale left. Close it off and exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the nose. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. You continue this breath. We're going to do this a few more rounds at your own pace. And just see if you can match your inhales with your exhales. We're trying to find balance in the body. And maybe one nostril is a little more stubborn, a little more closed. Hopefully by the end of this breathing, you find some balance in both. Maybe even sitting up a little bit taller. We'll do 2 more rounds and we'll end with an exhale at the left. And I will guide us through these last 2 rounds. So when you're on your next inhale through the left, we're going to exhale right. Exhale left. Last round, and exhale right. And we'll exhale here on the left side again. How we started. You can release the nose.
That was nice. My nose is a little runny now.
Yeah.
That was very cleansing. I enjoyed that.
My left nostril is a little bit more clear than my right, but definitely feel a little more balanced in the body.
Yeah, for sure. And I love how this breath work also always just like gets you right into the present moment because you're so focused and like you completely get out of your head even though you're just focusing on the breath and the rhythm, and it's really calming.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so cool. Hello, everyone that said hi. And I also want to do one more breath because this will be the breath that we'll use in our practice, which is Ujjayi breathing. It's a victorious breath, Ujjayi. So what it sounds like or kind of looks like is we seal our lips and we're breathing in and out of our nose the entire time. So with a slight constriction at the back of the throat. I don't know if you can hear this, so I'm gonna get really close and personal with the camera, and hopefully you can hear my breath. So in and out the nose, inhale, and exhale. So we're keeping the lips sealed the entire time. We're just waking up the body. And honestly, this is the type of breath that I practice my entire, well, now it's just like I don't even think about it. I'm just a nose breather throughout the day. I'm a definite mouth breather when I'm sleeping, but throughout the day, I'm always breathing in and out my nose. So just the in and out of the nose. We'll go back to it again, obviously at the beginning of the practice, but that's just something maybe while you are sitting here thinking or whatever, a breath that you can carry on throughout the day. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm already breathing.
Like, I'm good. I'm already breathing.
I'm already in. I was just happily listening and breathing.
You're like all zen out in the moment, like, wait, what? What are we doing?
Totally in my element.
Are we live right now? Maybe. No, so you are awesome. Are you breathing in and out your nose too? Is it Adele? I love that name. All right, so I don't really see any questions unless I miss them.
I think I can see one over here. And also I saw that some people were buying. Oh no, that is something else.
Did buy a badge. That's so nice. For
Yes.
supporting. Thanks for supporting.
Oh, is that the little heart that is next to Adele's name?
I think so. Thanks, Adele. That's so sweet.
Yeah, that's I don't know that yet. I think they gave the
Updated that. Yeah,
so.
I think we're learning a little bit as we go along. Instagram's constantly changing, so awesome.
It's like us, it's always changing, always evolving.
Yeah. So you are going to guide us through a meditation. What kind of meditation are you going to do today?
So this meditation will be about 10 minutes long. I'm intending to start with the humming breath because I feel like it also really helps bringing you in the present moment, and just also really helps if you're anxious and you just need to reconnect with yourself. Then I'm going to guide us through a little body scan and a body massage, maybe including some tapping as well. Let's see where it goes. So yeah, let's get started. Coming into a comfortable seated position of your choice. Bringing your shoulders back and down, lengthening your spine. Imagining your bottom is rooting down into the floor, and that there is a string attached to the top of your head, pulling you up slightly, tucking your chin to really elongate your neck. And you can place your hands on your knees, or one on your hand, one on your belly and one on your heart, whatever feels best for you. Closing your eyes if you feel safe, or lower them. And then start with 3 deep and intentional breaths. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. 2 more, slow them down and lengthening them even more. Inhaling and exhaling. Last round in your own time. Hopefully already feeling a little bit more centered. We will continue with the humming breath. So just make your hands big. Placing, whenever we start, I need to explain first, of course, placing your thumbs on your ears so that you really block out any sound outside. We will inhale deeply. And our exhale, we will do like a beat, just say, and hopefully that will fully connect with yourself. And you can choose to keep your hands up here, or you can cover your fingers, cover your eyes with your fingers if you want to connect even deeper and like fully focus on your breath. We will repeat that breath 3 times. So I'm gonna show how to do it once, just so that no one's confused. So placing the thumbs on our ears, maybe closing up the eyes with your fingers. Deep inhale, and then and until you really get rid of all of your stale air in your body, belly. I'm so good at talking today. Pulling the navel a little bit towards the spine to really emptying out your entire body. Okay, so let's go for 3 rounds. Fingers on the ears, covering your eyes, and in your own time, deep inhale. Mm. I hope you're feeling reconnected. Maybe, hopefully, the vibration helped you calm down, finding a little sense of relaxation and reconnection. I absolutely love doing this type of breath work when I'm anxious or just need to come into the present moment as well. So I was really excited when we went into the home meditation and they were teaching it there as well. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So closing your eyes or lowering them if you opened them. Making sure that you're still sitting straight, shoulders back and down. Maybe for a moment enjoying the silence. Maybe you can feel the vibration that you created still singing and flowing through your body. Let's start with a little facial massage. So you can keep your eyes closed if that resonates with you more. Using your fingertips to just start massaging the crown of your head. Maybe start massaging your beautiful ears. Going into your forehead. Maybe using some pressure on your third eye or tapping as Jasmine is sitting right now. Whatever feels good. Closing your eyes and really incorporating what your body is asking for. Maybe going down the neck. You can tap or you can massage, whatever resonates more with you today. But really going into the spaces that we usually neglect and showing them some love and appreciation as well. Down your chest, your shoulders, your biceps, your arms in general. Even if you just for a moment apply some pressure or do the tapping or just a little bit of intention to reconnect with yourself, to do something good for yourself. It can be the little things to practice self-care. Just enjoying your own touch, being with yourself, and enjoying this precious time with yourself. Slowly tapping or massaging down towards the legs. Massaging your heels whenever you're there. And maybe taking a little longer time on your feet, the soles of your feet. Massaging down the toes, the base of the toes. Maybe thanking your feet for carrying you around all day, bringing you from one place to the other, and literally just sending you, carrying you all over, always there for you. Maybe staying in a space that feels especially good at this point. Finding a little bit of stillness. Enjoying a few more deep breaths. If your mind starts rushing again, just return with the focus to your breath. Placing your right hand on your belly and the left one on your heart. Feeling your heart beat into your left hand. life force, your prana, your breath lifting and decreasing your right hand. Maybe wrapping yourself in a lap-filled hug, giving yourself a loving squeeze and holding yourself. And just enjoy the closeness with yourself. Feeling this love and energy flow through your body, into every single body part. From your head, through your heart space, your hips, down to the toes. Feeling yourself fill up with love and peace. Maybe start rocking from left to right. Becoming aware of your body, of your feelings, of your presence. Taking one more super deep breath to really fill up your body with space and fresh air and more love. On your exhale, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. One more deep round of breath. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling, letting go of everything that is not love. Whenever you feel ready, blinking open your eyes again. Maybe enjoying the beautiful colors around you, gifting yourself a smile, and just enjoying that feeling of gratitude. One more deep squeeze. And then whenever you feel ready, you may release. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through the meditation. I hope you enjoyed it and that you feel reconnected.
I love it.
I'm glad. Thank you.
And it's like every time I do a guided like touching, like when we're like touching ourselves, like, we don't do that enough, you know? Like, well, at least I don't. I don't massage my body nearly as I should, you know, and just like getting in touch with ourselves and noticing like, oh wow, like I'm achy here, or like, oh that pressure point here feels really good. So that was really awesome because I didn't realize how achy my feet were until I started touching them.
Yeah. I always try to teach that while I'm teaching my yoga flow, usually towards the beginning or towards the end. I just do like a full body scan and shavasana to really pay attention to every single space in your body and, you know, maybe doing a little massage because the things that we neglect, they still need love and attention. And so sometimes it's really nice to just get back to that, even if it's just once in a while, and just appreciating all that you are.
Yeah. It's like giving space or love to the pieces of us that really don't get attention all the time. So it was beautiful.
Thank you. I'm curious if any of our watchers right now, if anything came up during that meditation. Same question to you as well, or if you in general have any questions about meditation or, you know, anything we've been doing. So feel free to ask anything, and maybe if you feel safe, share what came up, how it made you feel, if you liked it, what you didn't like, if you didn't like something. Open for all the feedback.
Yeah. So I know for me, I'll just share like what I went through during that. Like I really felt grounded. I think I tell you this every time. Like I would love for you to just like be my voice right before bed because it's so soothing and it's just it's sincere and it just I felt loved and supported, you know, and like making like when I was holding myself, I was like, oh, like it's just a great self hug and like kind of like I was back like in the womb or something, just wrapped up in a little cocoon and just like very small, but like also like very powerful and like free.
That's wonderful. I'm glad that you created that feeling within.
Yes, yeah.
I sometimes give myself like random self hugs during the day when I'm like, okay, I want to hug now. I'm such a physical person. My love language is absolutely touch. So then I'm just like, okay, it's
Yeah,
time for another one.
and I think too, yeah, sometimes when I feel like I need that connection to self, if it's not a hug, I'm like crossing my legs really tight, or I have my hands like in like places where like I need them close together. So when I'm feeling like, yeah, I need a little bit more nurturing, sometimes I notice that's kind of my connection. Like I will have my legs, I cross my legs like so tight, and I'm like, okay, I don't know, but it's soothing. But I'm like, maybe this is not too good. Like too much is not too good either. But no, I felt really good. So thank you.
Thank you. You too. So one of the reasons why we did this meditation or this live today,
So, yay.
that's so wonderful. Thank you. So Jasmine and I both recently participated in the home meditation training. Yeah, so that's what we also quickly wanted to talk about before we end with about 20 minutes yoga flow, which Jasmine will guide. So yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about our experience and what to expect um, if you do join them for some kind of training. Do you want to start with your experience? Like share a little bit about how you
Yeah,
like.
so, and we're sharing this, this isn't like well, I'm sharing this because I think the experience that I had with them was so great, and I've done a lot of trainings in the past, and not, for me, I am not a big virtual learner in a sense that like I prefer to be like in community, immersed with the people around me, and like life isn't that way anymore. It's kind of difficult to do things that way and get out the house. So online trainings, I feel like you see a lot of them, and for many of them, you may not, oh, I wish I understood the language.
I
So there's many trainings out there that aren't great. And so for this training, it was like, it surpassed like everything I could expect, from Queenie, who happened to be like our lead teacher. She was amazing. Like, and then just everyone that participated in our group that, we did it for a 100-hour training. So we met up every weekend. Oh, hi from Russia. We met up every weekend, and spent our weekends together just meditating and learning, and really diving into like Eastern philosophies and Qigong, and just really learning different, there's different avenues and like different types of meditation. There's moving meditation, there's breathing meditation, there's sound healing. I mean, there's so much involved in it. But it was just, again, it was a great experience. I've learned a lot. I took away a lot. I've been practicing for 10 years, over 10, I don't even know anymore. It's been a while. But to know that, like, it was just, I learned so much, and it just felt good. I felt more confident as a teacher. I'm glad that I was actually like officially certified in meditation now, because it's something that I've kind of offered it for a while, and now it's just like, oh, I feel more confident, like I know what I'm talking about a little more. So it was great.
That's true. Yeah. So to me, I as you know, I had to get up at like 4 a.m. to be able to participate because it's on East Coast time and I'm, in Los Angeles. But I really didn't mind that because this training gave me such a feeling of purpose and reconnection and love that I was just looking forward to it. And I was actually sad on the days it wasn't, happening. I was like, oh, I missed the group.
Right.
I totally loved the group that we have. That there are such wonderful people. And Queenie, our teacher, she was also so amazing. And I feel like they created such a safe and loving and open space for us to just be, that whenever we were leading a meditation, I just felt safe and like calm. I wasn't nervous. I was excited. I wasn't nervous to mess up or anything because I knew that we were just going to laugh about it or, get some constructive criticism, which is wonderful. And this compared to my actual yoga teacher training was such a world's difference. My yoga teacher training was really quite the opposite, and I had a really bad experience. So then connecting with home, I was like, wow, I never knew that training could be so much fun and so interesting and interactive and just wonderful. I honestly, every day I miss the group. I'm like, can we just meet again? Can we just fly together?
Can we just like pick a weekend that we can do this all over again? Because we started the year off so strong every weekend, and now I'm like, what are we supposed to do?
I know. Yeah, I'm really looking forward because in the next month in March we will actually participate in the breathwork certification training, right? Did you?
I'm going to see if I'm going to join. We don't know if I'm going to join yet, but I'm hoping to join because obviously I love everything breath. So
breath is so powerful. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to that, and I will do an official post sometime this week. But if any of you liked what we just did, especially the breath work and the beginnings of each, guided training. I'm so good at English today. Wow. Then feel free. I know that we'll definitely get a discount code if you do want to sign up, so that you can save a little bit. But yeah, I'm definitely participating in the breathwork training. I absolutely am so in love with that.
Yeah, it's definitely considering it. So I hope to join you. It'd be great to do another training together.
It would be so much fun. I always love that, like going online, and then thank you for the badge, and then just seeing you there, cozy up, like in your blanket and your tea or coffee, and you're just like all kindly listening.
I was the most chill person, I think, the entire time, like just so cuddled. It was fun.
Yeah, so that was definitely wonderful. And my favorite moments were when you were laying down in Shavasana doing the meditation, and she like completely jumped up on you. I love that so much.
She laid right on top of me, like we're gonna meditate or we're gonna lay Shavasana together. Yeah. She loves it. Good partner in crime.
Do you think she'll let you flow now?
She went away, so we'll see. We'll get started. Maybe I'll describe the flow that we're gonna do. I'm not gonna describe it because I don't know what we're doing. We're just gonna flow. We'll be kind of holding poses a little bit longer because I do want to explain them a little more. I think if you have a yoga practice already, you're going to kind of know what to do. Maybe I will cue something that you haven't heard before. Again, it's your practice. I'm just here to guide you through it. If something doesn't work for your body, if it doesn't feel good, just back away. At any time, it is a shorter flow. It's going to be 20 minutes. About 15 minutes of like kind of moving around and stuff. I'll try not to talk too much so you don't hate me, but we'll see how that works. Yeah, so we'll just go in, and what I want to preface this with is just the most important part of any yoga practice is your breath. So connect with your breath, and just every movement has an in or out breath, and so just kind of keep that in mind. And I will be cueing the breath throughout the practice. But that's when you know, like you have a good practice, is when you connect the movements with your breath and that you're tapped into the body. So if any time that you feel anxious, you can always come back to the breath. You can sit down. You can just get off the live if you don't, not interested in it. I would hope that's not the case. Or you can always come into a child's pose. I will move my camera so that you guys can actually see me. So it's going to get a little weird here for a second. I think, let's see. How's that?
Maybe a little further up, because right now I can see what's on your mat. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit more. I see your lower body. Depending on how many standing poses you want to do, you might want to
you can't see my upper body?
Yeah. Right now when you're sitting, I can see it, but when you're standing, I can't.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Again, we're very professional.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna try this. Okay.
Hopefully everyone has a good time though. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna take off my socks. Never put on socks.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna start with it angled at the mat, because we're gonna start on our backs and then I'll move it up.
Okay, that sounds good.
We'll hope. I hope the sound is good and you guys can hear me. So wherever you're at, we're gonna come onto the mat, the ground. We're just gonna come onto our back. Relax the shoulders down. Allow the body to get heavy. We're gonna keep the knees bent. So walk the heels in closer to your glutes. And you want the feet about hip distance apart here. And then just take notice at the lower back. Maybe sliding your hands underneath. There's this natural curvature, natural arch here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna press the lower back into the mat ground below. So we're just tilting our pelvis up towards the sky, pubic bone up. So there shouldn't be any arch or any space behind the back here. So your glutes may come up off the mat if you're really pressing in. You should feel an engagement in the belly. And so then we're just gonna tilt it back up. We're gonna create that arch in the lower back, maybe exaggerate it some by pushing the pelvic down. And then we'll inhale, lift the pubic bone up, tilting the pelvis up towards the sky, really getting rid of that arch in the lower back. Engage the belly, press into the feet. The hands can be on the mat, palms facing down. And then on the exhale, we release, create the arch. So we're just kind of rocking your pelvic bowl up and down, creating the space and eliminating the space here. And just do that a few times, just slowly, just feeling it. And when you're lifting up, sorry, I can't speak, lifting up, engaging the belly, maybe squeeze the glutes a little bit. You may feel a rise of the glutes off the mat. And like that. We're gonna come into a bridge pose here. So we're gonna pour the weight into the feet and maybe even the palms of the hands. We're gonna push the lower back into the mat, tilt the pelvic roll up. On the inhale, we're gonna slowly rise the hips up towards the sky, allowing the belly, everything to come up. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs together as if you're holding something in between. Press into the hands, squeeze the glutes. Rise the hips up a little more. If you need support, you can go ahead and bring your hands underneath, or if you have a block. We're gonna stay here for just a moment. And then slowly, we're gonna release down the upper back, middle back, and then lower back onto the mat. Create that arch in the lower back. And then we'll do it again. On the inhale, tilt the pelvic bowl up, lift the lower back, middle back, and upper back into the mat. Weight is in the shoulders. Don't look around, chin is tucked. Lift the hips up a little bit more, engage the belly, press into the heels, press into the toe mounds of the feet. Allow the shoulders to relax. Hold it here. And then exhale, slow release down. We'll do one more just like that, just waking up the core a little bit. Press into the hands, press into the feet. Inhale, lift. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze the legs together. And then exhale, slowly release down. So we're going to push the lower back into the mat one more time. We're going to lift the feet up towards the sky and flex the toes towards the face here. We're engaging through the legs. So your quads are active here. You're pulling in, and we're lifting the heels up towards the sky. So you're pushing through the heels, toes of the feet on the face. Very active legs here. We're going to bring our hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers behind the back of the head. We're going to draw the elbows up towards the sky. And then inhale, we're going to come up off the shoulders, finding this little crunch here. Press into the heels of the feet. Draw the elbows in closer and see if you can lift a little bit higher. Making sure you're breathing, allowing the head to be supported by the hands. We'll hold here for 5. Breathe for 4. Maybe lift a little higher for 3. We're almost there for 2. And then 1, we're just releasing the upper body back down. Allow the shoulder, the elbows to come down. Feet are still up. We're still engaged. Press the heels up. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, we'll bring the elbows up. Come off the shoulders. Engage the lower belly, really tucking the belly towards the spine. Lifting up a little bit higher, pressing through the heels of the feet. You should be burning in the legs, mid of belly. Breathe. And exhale, release the upper body down onto the mat. Allow elbows to come down. Maybe pointing the toes if you feel tension release some tension in the shins here for just a moment, and then flex the feet back towards the face. We'll bring the elbows up. We're gonna curl up, draw the lower belly in, engaging, lift a little bit higher, draw the elbows closer. Push through the heels, engage through the quads. You got this. A couple more breaths here. Maybe you're shaking like I am. And then on the exhale, we'll release. I think that was 3. I'm not good with counting. So we'll exhale and we'll release the feet back onto the mat. Walk the feet to opposite edges. And we're just gonna rock the knees side to side, just finding this release in the hips. And take a nice inhale through the nose, and then out the mouth, let it go. We're just gonna come up into a seat position, however you can get there, maybe rolling up. We'll just come into a seat for just a moment. We're gonna find some side stretching seated. So you can cross out the legs, you can keep the feet extended. We'll stay on the mat a little bit before I move the camera. I'm gonna cross my legs here. We'll ground through our seat, and on the inhale, we'll reach our arms up towards the sky, allow the palms to touch, look at the thumbs. So your biceps are near your ears, but instead of pulling them up, see if you can drop them down into the shoulder socket. Gaze at the thumb, and on the exhale, we'll release the right hand outside the right hip, bend into the elbow, and stretch the left arm over. Look under the left armpit, and see if you can draw this left hip down. Maybe it's lifting a little bit. Bend into the right elbow, really feeling this stretch through the left side body and opening by rolling the shoulder back. Stay for breath. Spread the fingers wide, really active. Exhale, and on the next inhale, reach the right arm up to meet the left. Exhale, left hand outside the left hip. We'll stretch the right arm up and over towards the left side. Maybe gaze underneath the right arm and roll the right shoulder back. Just take notice what your right hip is doing. See if you can push it and ground it down towards the mat. One more breath here, in through the nose. And exhale. On the inhale, we'll come up to center. And then draw the hands to heart. We'll do a twist. So inhale, reach the arms back up. Left hand's gonna come to the right knee. Right hand behind the small of the back. And just twisting over towards the right. Maybe you use the right hand to pull you a little deeper into the twist. The head can follow, but it's not super important to have the head twisted completely back. You want the twist to come through the lower body. And then if you can, gaze over the right shoulder, sit up tall, lengthen through the spine. So on the inhale, see if you can find more length. And then on the exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit deeper. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up for just a moment, and then exhale, twisting over to the left. Right hand on left knee, left hand at the back, the small of the back. Press into the hand, find the lift, and then exhale, twist over. Sitting up tall. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach the arms back up towards the sky. We're just gonna come to the top of the mat now. So we're gonna get off of the mat. I'm gonna change the position of the camera. There we go. Hoping you guys can see me a little more. Here we go. Hopefully. Okay, so at the top of the mat, we're going to stand into Tadasana. So feet are about hip distance apart. We'll just keep the hands loosely by the side body. And what we'll do is we're going to bear weight into each foot. So try to bring all the weight into your right foot. and maybe even lifting the left foot, hovering it off the ground. So really pulling the femur bone into the hip, press into the big toe on the right foot to create balance if you see that you're wobbling, and then just release left foot down. We'll pour all the way into the left foot, see if you can draw that hip in, hovering the right foot off the mat, just holding here, finding your balance, and then exhale, release right foot down. We're gonna rock forward and backwards. So we'll inhale forward, put the weight into the toes, and then exhale, weight into the heels of the feet. Just rocking forward and backward. It can be very subtle, nothing too crazy. If you would like, you can come up to put all the pressure into the toes of the feet, maybe lifting the heels off the mat. And then on the exhale, dropping the heels, lifting the toes, coming onto the heels of the feet. Kind of tricky. And just going back and forth, doing that a few times, just shifting the weight forward and backwards. Again, hands can just be loose beside you. If you'd like to incorporate the hands, when you go forward, you can bring the arms back. And then when you come back, bring the arms forward. Maybe you fall out of it a little bit. That's fine. And then we'll come back to center. And then incorporating those two things together. So we'll rock to the outside blade of the right foot. Just pour the weight into the foot and then to the back of the heels. And then we're going to pour the weight into the outside edge of the left foot. And then come onto both toes. And just kind of finding the circular motion here. You can bring the hands to the hips. So you're just kind of finding a circular motion in the feet. You can allow the hips to join you, maybe finding some circular motions with the hips as well. You can keep the feet hip distance apart. If you would like to get more into the hips, walk your feet out a little bit more to get a little bit more balance, and we'll just do the same thing. So just rolling to the outside edges of the foot, the toes, and the heels. Allow the hips to go around, maybe 3 more circles this direction. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. You can get really dramatic with it if you like, just depending on how it feels like, what you need today. All right, so after that, we'll bring the feet back, hip distance apart. We're going to ground through the feet evenly. So lift the toes off the mat and then slowly place one down at a time. We're going to engage. This is a very active pose of Tadasana. We're going to lift the kneecaps up, engage the quads. And notice what you're doing here in your pelvic. See if you can draw the tailbone down, and we'll engage through the quadricep. So having tight, palms are facing forward, fingers are active. So spreading the fingers wide. We'll roll the shoulders up towards the ears, back and away. So opening up through the collarbones, shining the heart forward, pulling the tailbone down, standing strong and tall. On your next inhale, we'll reach the arms up, gaze follows the thumbs, hands touch. On the exhale, we'll fold down, bend the knees a lot. Allow the hands to come onto the mat or the shins. We'll inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lift the tailbone, draw the navel in. Notice what you're doing with your neck. If you're extending it, see if you can neutralize the neck by looking underneath the nose. Hands at shins or the mat. On the exhale, fold. Allow the belly to rest on the thighs. Allow the head to get heavy, maybe even tucking the chin towards the chest here. And finding the release in the lower back. You can find some sways from side to side. Maybe even bringing the hands to opposite elbows here, coming into a ragdoll. Just swaying right to left, feeling it in the hip and the side body. Keep a generous bend in the knees here. Connecting with the breath. And then we'll meet at center. We're going to place the right hand right in the middle, underneath the face. Bend into the right knee, straighten the left leg. We're going to inhale, lift the left arm up. Create space in the arm. We'll
engage the fingertips. So you should feel as if someone's pulling your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Feel this stretch in the left hip, left IT. One more breath here. And then on the exhale, left hand replaces the right. Bend into the left knee, straighten the right. Right arm up. Feel the IT stretch. Lifting through and out of the shoulders. One more breath here. And then we'll exhale, right hand meets the left, fold, bend the knees a lot. We're gonna come back up to stand, slowly rolling your body up. Coming into Tadasana, roll the shoulders back, palms facing forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. We're gonna inhale, draw right knee to a 90-degree bend here. Maybe you can hold on to the front of the knee. We're just finding some balance here. Flex through the foot and point and press into the big toe on the left foot here. Just stay right here for just a moment. See if you can engage through the left leg, squeeze the left glute, and hold. You can stay here if you want. You can extend the foot out completely, pushing through the heel of the foot. Woo. Breathe. Hands can be at the hips. Lift the foot up a little bit more, and then exhale, we'll just release right foot down. Shake it out a little bit. We'll just go into the opposite side from here. I like those shakes, Sina. All right, so standing in Tadasana, pouring the weight into the right foot. We'll inhale, bring the left knee up, creating this 90-degree angle. Woo. Maybe falling out of it. Flex through the foot. You can stay here, or if you want, you can extend the foot out forward, flexing through the foot, heel of the foot pressing forward, toes facing you. Engage the quads, find the balance, make sure to breathe. One more breath, and then exhale, release. Find some shakes, some movements. There we go. All right, so let's get into it. We'll inhale, reach the arms up, look up. We'll exhale, fold down, let it go. Plant the hands on the mat. We'll step the right foot back. We'll lower the knee down. We're coming into a low lunge here. So setting up your foundation, pressing into the foot, and then we'll inhale, sweep the arms up. You can come into a deeper stretch by walking the foot out a little bit more. We're feeling the stretch in the hip flexor. Right? I'm feeling really tight right now, so I'm going to walk my foot back a little bit, creating this square, these 90-degree shapes. Inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to come into half split. You can keep the hands on the mat, straighten out the left leg, and then peel the toes off the mat. Here is perfectly fine. You can lower down. If you want to find some movement in this flow, we'll release the foot back down onto the mat, bend into the left knee. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up, cactus out the arms, open up the chest, allow the throat to open up. And then on the exhale, we're going to sweep the arms back, palms facing one another, toes off the mat, forward. And see if you can pull that left hip back in space, right hip forward, squaring off. And then just find a little flow, matching it with your breath. We'll inhale, open, exhale, half split. You can marinate, stay somewhere a little bit longer if it feels good. Do one more, just like this. We'll go back, half split, palms facing one another. Now inhale, reach the arms up, cactus out the arms. Inhale, we'll frame the left foot. You can stay here and come into a closed twist by lifting the left arm up. If you want a little more, lift the right knee off the mat, look at the left thumb. And just take notice here of how your hips are. See if you can raise your right hip up in space and just squaring it off. You should feel a lift when you do that in the shoulder, creating more space in the body. Maybe even coming onto the fingertips here. Back leg is engaged. Fingertips are active. One more breath. On the exhale, we'll release the left hand onto the mat, and we're going to sweep the left foot back. We're coming into a down dog. You can bend the knees a lot here. Draw the chin towards the chest. And then pulse the chest towards the thighs for 3. Inhale for 2. Maybe wiggle for 1. Heels do not need to be on the mat. This is my second practice today, so I'm a little open in my hamstring. You can keep the knees bent. You can keep the heels off of the mat. That's okay. Let the head hang here. And take notice of where the weight is in your hands. So we want to equally distribute the weight between our hands and our feet. And how do we do that in our hands so we're not bearing too much weight into our wrists? It means we need to press into our fingertips, press into our knuckles, to the pads of the hands, so that we're equally distributing the weight and we're not bearing too much weight in our wrists. We want to protect them at all costs. We won't stay here for too long. We're going to inhale. We're going to come into a high plank position. Draw the belly in, maybe lowering the seat a little bit. Press out of the shoulders. And then exhale, release the knees down onto the mat. We're coming into a tabletop position. From here, we're gonna come in cat-cow. So drop the belly, lift the gaze, inhale. And then exhale, round through the upper back, coming into cat. Inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly, open up through the collarbone. And then exhale, round through the upper back, drop, collarbone down. One more, just like that. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, round. You do a few more, but just kind of find your own spice, your own magic, your own sauce. Maybe you're just kind of going around in circles, wiggling the hips from side to side, finding a circular motion in one direction, and then going in the opposite. You can come back into a child's pose if you like, and then come up into either seal or cobra or up dog. Just make it yours. We'll come back to a tabletop. Take your time. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips, over the knees. Keep the toes tucked. We're going to walk the hands, a handprint in front of us. Again, fingers are spread wide. We're coming into a downward facing dog. Push back. 3 breaths right here. We'll inhale and exhale. One more. We're going to take a walk to the top of the mat. So as if you're walking on a tightrope, we're going to step one foot in front of the other. Maybe even pressing towards the legs, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. We're going to slowly come up to the top of the mat. Let the head hang heavy. We're here. And once you arrive, again, bend the knees generously. If you need to, relax the head. Just roll out the wrist here. Maybe shaking out the head, nodding it, and shaking it. We'll slowly come back up to stand. Head and shoulders to the last breath. We'll inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. We'll plant the hands. Left foot steps back. Drop left knee down onto the mat. We're coming into a low lunge here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Feel the stretch in the hip flexor. Noticing the difference from your left and your right. I'm going to walk my foot in a little bit more here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Cactus out the arms, open up through the front body. Engage this left glute to keep you balanced. And then on the exhale, when we come into our half split, you can keep the hands down on the mat, lift the toes up. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward, and then fold over the leg. Any amount. We're going to try to stay lifted here, so instead of sitting back, If you want to do the movements like we did on the other side, go ahead and do that. So lift the arms, cactus out, open up, inhale. On the exhale, we'll sweep the arms back, lift the toes. Palms are facing one another. We're squeezing, opening through the front body. Draw the right hip back. Inhale. Cactus. Exhale. Half split. Inhale. Up. One more. Inhale, lift. Cactus out the arms. And then we'll exhale, frame the right foot. You can keep the knee lowered, or you can lift it off the mat. We're going to extend to a closed twist towards the right side. And then again, just take notice of this hip. See if you can lift it and square it off with the right. And you should find more lift in the shoulders instead of dumping into the shoulders. When you create that space, you create lightness in the body. And then we'll exhale, release the right hand down onto the mat. We'll step the right foot to meet the left. And we'll just hold here for a breath or two. From here, if you want, you can hop, float, step to the top of the mat. However you get there. And once you arrive, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. We're going to come into a back bend. So you can keep the feet as they are, maybe together. Maybe you want a little bit more space. We'll reach the arms up towards the side, look at the thumbs. And just take notice of what the shoulders are doing. See if you can bring the shoulders back into the socket. And then creating space with pushing through the hips, protecting the lower back. And then start by lifting through the thoracic spine. Just a small back bend, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. We're going to step the right foot back, coming into high crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. And just notice, see if you can push that right hip forward. Pull this left hip back. Find your balance. You can keep a bend in this back leg. You want the ball of the foot over. You want the heel of the foot over the ball of the foot. You can keep this bend here to protect back. You want to engage the glutes. And from here, we're going to open up into warrior two. So see if you can open up. We're on the outside blade of the right foot. And we're pressing or bending into this left leg. And take notice if you're reaching a little further forward or back. See if you can find your center. Just hold. We're going to flip the palm or reverse your warrior. So keep the bend in the left leg. You can have the right arm extend down the leg, active in the fingertips, look up. And then exhale, side angle, bring elbows to knee or on the mat. Inhale, right arm up. Push your hips forward. We're opening up through the chest. Gaze at the fingertips. On the exhale, release right hand down. Frame the left foot. Left foot steps back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, release, let it go. Last one, inhale through the nose. Open mouth, release, let it go. We'll hop, float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the belly in, tailbone lifted. Exhale, fold. We'll inhale, root to rise. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. We'll inhale, lift. Exhale, fold down. Left leg steps back, coming into our crescent on the left side. So set up your foundation. Really come, maybe train tracking the feet a little bit more. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Find this hold, maybe bend into this knee a little bit. You can keep it straight, but you can also find benches honoring where you're at right now. Pull the shoulders down, palms facing in. Pinkies may be rolled inward just slightly to release any tension in the shoulders. We're going to open up warrior two. So set up your foundation, starting from the bottom. You want to press this knee out. pressing the weight in the outside leg of the back foot. Extend the arms out, looking over the fingertips. And then again, notice where you are in your warrior. Maybe it's going forward and back a little bit, just finding your center there. Very active in the arms, in your legs, maybe bending a little deeper, because you can. We'll flip the palm, reverse the warrior. And then exhale, side angle. You can have arms to shin around the mat. Open up, push the hips forward, open the shoulder. And from here, we'll just frame the right foot with the hands. The right foot steps back, downward facing dog. We're gonna come onto our knees, so roll down. We're just gonna be on our knees for a moment, and we're gonna come back onto our mat. We're gonna come back onto our back. So, do this. There we go. So we're going to close off our practice, but we're just going to do some simul twists and then a quick shavasana. So coming onto your back again, we're going to walk the feet to the outside edges of the mat, knees are bent. We're going to draw the knees to the left side here. We're going to create, you can bring the arms out to a capital T position, palms facing down, and just making sure they're a direct extension of the shoulders. You can cactus out the arms if that feels good to you. And then just gaze over the right shoulder. See if you can press both shoulders into the mat. Maybe you need to adjust the body a little bit. And just breathe. Allow your body to get heavy. Allow the hips to get heavy. And settle in. Inhale, knees to center. Now just release the knees to the right side of the mat. Maybe adjusting the hips slightly. And then gazing over the left shoulder. See if you can bring that right shoulder down towards the mat. Allow yourself to get heavy. Just melt into the ground, the mat below. See if you can come back. Come back to your normal breath. Come back to your body. Inhale, the knees come back up towards the sky, the ceiling. And we're just going to draw the knees in towards our body, maybe wrapping our arms around, giving ourselves a nice big hug. Bringing your knees, maybe even kissing them. And then exhale, full release, Shavasana. Take up space. Take up as much space as you want. You can stay here. You can have one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. You're going to allow the arms to rest by the side body, palms facing up, so to receive. And just find any movement, some wiggles. Settle in here. See if you can walk your shoulders down and away from the ears. Allow the shoulders to open and melt below on the mat. The arms are heavy, hips are heavy. Just let it go. Maybe you can release some tension in the jaw by softening. Allow the tongue to relax in the mouth. Release any tension you may be holding in between the brow, your third eye. Center for intuition. Just think of one thing that you're grateful for. Maybe it was waking up. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's your job or the ability to have food on the table for you and your family. Just find one thing that you're grateful for. And we'll place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Whatever that was, hold on to that or share it if you want. You're going to roll onto the right side into a fetal position. So take your time getting there. You can allow the hands to create a pillow underneath the head, just coming into a tiny little fetal ball. We'll end here. And then slowly coming up into a seated position. You will inhale, raise the arms up, collect the energy that you just created, and then exhale, draw the hands through center, bowing the head down. Maybe thumbs on the sternum. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was amazing.
I may have forgot something on the left side, but that's okay.
Oh, I didn't even realize it. It was definitely very wonderful. I feel super reconnected and calm.
Oh, let's see, I like to use it as an analogy. Imagine yourself as the pond and your thoughts are the fish. That's really cool.
Aww. That is super cute.
Awesome, awesome. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Don't really know if that was 20 minutes or longer or shorter. No idea. I don't know when we started, so.
It was longer. I think it was about 30 or almost 40. It's fun, so I enjoyed it.
I apologize. I talk a lot, so I feel like I don't get everything in because I'm talking the entire time, but I want to get people into the position and I want them to see like how it feels in their body.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
It's your first time? Yay! Oh my God, you just saw yoga mat. That's so exciting.
What an honor.
That's so, I was gonna like it, and I'm like, I can't do that online.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Everything is so different. I'm always confused on how to handle it.
I'm like, wait, how do I like that? No, can't do that.
You can wave. Great.
Oh, I love it. Yay. Okay. So I hope you guys feel a little, I don't know, more in tune in your body, a little more open, created space, a little lighter. Hopefully it didn't bring anything up for you, and sometimes that's okay. I think I cried in Shavasana today in class for like a second.
Good.
So
For you, though.
I know, it was such a release.
Yeah.
And it felt good, you know. It's just, I think it was the song. The song just hit different, and I was like, oh, I can't do this right now.
It's happening. I always see that as a good goal because I feel like it's kind of some type of a different bliss, you know. It's like you're able to release what you're holding on to. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a whole nother release. And like sometimes, like I wasn't sad. It wasn't like I was sad or anything. It just completely came out. I did do some heart opening right before that, so that could have been like the release.
Yeah. That will do that. Yeah, and I will also save this live if you want to redo any of the things that we did. I'm going to add you as a collaborator.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for participating and showing up.
Thank you. Yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. It really does mean a lot to us. Like, it may sound really stupid and cliche, but your support really does support us. So every like, every share, every comment, anything that you actively engage with us, it really does help our community to grow. So I really do appreciate. And my community after 2 years has not grown at all. In the last like month, I've gotten 5,000 new faces. So it's been like I'm learning my community all over again. So it's kind of fun to do a live after that and seeing some new faces. And so yeah, so the support means a lot. So whatever it is that you guys see in us, like it's just a reflection of you guys. So thank you so much.
That's beautiful, Lisa. And, I will make you go live with me once a month, and so that we can repeat this and reconnect because this is always so much fun.
Yeah, I think Ina and I want to do this a little bit more. We think it is fun to be a part of like a little bit. I don't think
your audio just broke up. I don't know if it's my phone or yours.
There you are. Somebody's calling. We enjoy talking to our community and engaging with you guys. I know for me, I don't talk a lot on the camera, and I know I should.
But these lives really get me out and like going and starting a conversation. So.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. I remember like 2 months ago when we did our first Marvelous Energy. Oh, thank you, Tati. So sweet. I remember when we first went live together and I was like shaking. I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. And today I was like, yeah, let's do this. I'm ready.
Yeah, well, we had two opposite energies, I think, like at first. Like she was tired. I was like, let's go. We're going to do a power flow. And then we talked again and she's like, I have all the energy. And I was like, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
You can yang today. That's wonderful though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
I really
Thank you guys.
So grateful for you and for our community and going live, and thank you for this wonderful breath work and the flow. I really had the best time and I can't wait for next month. Maybe even more often. People are up for it. I'm down. I'm always down. You're always.
Let us know. You know, we can always fit it into our schedules. So even if it may not be as long, if we can just hop on here and just like have a chat if there's something. So we'll see. We'll figure it out, right?
Yeah. Let us know what else you want to hear and see, and we're happy to do it.
Yeah. Also, if you guys don't know already, Ina has a YouTube channel and she has tons of flows there. So go support her if you're on YouTube. I'm not a YouTube person. I give her so much credit because I can't do the editing and all the stuff that goes into it, but support her there if you are on YouTube.
You're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I'm aiming to upload every Friday. So, and I will probably also upload the meditation we did today, or maybe the entire live. Last time it didn't work because, again, I'm very professional. Nothing ever works for me, but hey, we're trying, right?
Yay. All right, well, we won't take any more of your time. Thank you so much.
Love you and see you soon. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.